Hello everyone. These men, all of y'all know who they are. Jehovah Witnesses and ex-Jehovah Witnesses, non-Jehovah Witnesses. These are the men that we call the faithful, discreet slave, spiritual Jews. And these are the ones to prepare everybody for a special talk to give to all Jehovah Witnesses all over the world. I found an audio, which this is my second part breaking it down, and then I got one more. Then I'll be finished with this audio. The reason I'm showing these men, they are the ones in charge of this district overseer, the circuit overseer, the elders, ministerial servants. And I'd like to share you something that I found proving. Before I play, I want y'all to understand what you're going to hear. And please, do not turn it off, because what you're going to hear from my lips, you're going to hear what they going to show. No, what you're going to hear on this audio. It's talking about the Bible students before they became Jehovah Witnesses. It mentioned that these brothers and sisters thought the world was going to end. Yeah, the world was going to end around Judge Ruckver's time. And some of them was getting upset because Armageddon did not come. And you hear this part on the audio. And you'll hear the part of 1975. That some of them was wanting something was going to happen in 1975. Well, this brother is giving a talk showing that Jehovah Witnesses jumped the gun. In other words, it's just like they was pushing the society to, or the watchtower, or what we call the governing body today, pushing them to say, hey, when is Armageddon going to start? And we want to see the new world. Now, if anybody was pushing Armageddon, and it was not from these men, they would have been thrown out of the Kingdom Hall, disfellowship, and guaranteed nobody would ever speak to them again. Why? Because they would be called a false prophet. Now, my question is, if there is no Jehovah's Witness or Bible student at that time, which they became Jehovah's Witnesses, why would somebody start spreading the news Armageddon was going to be here and take a chance to be disfellowship, lose his family, to be shunned? And also it could be, that person could be a false prophet, and they probably could be thrown in a nut house with a straitjacket by the governing body for going over their heads, for saying that the world was going to end, and they had no proof. Well, the sad part about it, no Jehovah's Witnesses did that. It was all done by these men and the men around Judge Ruckver's time, and the ones around Nathan Knorr time, the second president. They put out in 1925 2 books, Millions Not Living Will Never Die, Book of Salvation, Harp of God. In these 3 books, it predicted that the world was going to end in 1925, all the way up to the death of Judge Rutherford. In 1975, they had the Awake magazine. Why are you looking for 1975? What's going to happen around 1970? The watchtower under Nathan Nord and Freddie Franz that the world was going to end in 1975. Now, I'm going to play this audio twice so y'all can hear it for yourself to mention the world of Jehovah's Witnesses. They jumping the gun about the world was ending, or was the watchtower was to blame, putting these events of the world was going to end into their minds? So I'm going to play it twice, and then we go from there.
Brought about this great expansion in the preaching work. Well, a lot of other things could be mentioned. The growing persecution of the 30s required many articles from the book of Judges to strengthen the brothers against persecution and see how Jehovah would guide them. 1942, Brother Rutherford died. Brother Noor became president. And from Brother Noor, we led into the governing body arrangement that is directing the affairs of Jehovah's people. And that series of 1942 began with World War II, persecution against God's people, mobs, legal cases, and there was also a letdown on the part of some because Armageddon hadn't come. But the society, the faithful and discreet slave working together, took up the challenge. February 15, 1942 article, The Final Gathering, with the basis for divorce has been sort of tightened up and modified through the years. We had expectations concerning 1975. We had the elder arrangement that was introduced in 1972, in which we had a rotation of elder assignments. But that was abandoned later on for a more permanent assignment. And some say, well, this is sort of an indication of human leadership. It's not the way Jehovah would do it. These persons argue, well, if Jehovah was leading us, then he would lead us. Brought about this great expansion in the preaching work. Well, a lot of other things could be mentioned. The growing persecution of the 30s required many articles from the book of Judges to strengthen the brothers against persecution and see how Jehovah would guide them. 1942, Brother Rutherford died. Brother Noor became president, and from Brother Noor we led into the governing body arrangement that is directing the affairs of Jehovah's people. And that series of 1942 began with World War II, persecution against God's people, mobs, legal cases, and there was also a letdown on the part of some because Armageddon hadn't come. But the society, the faithful and discreet slave working together, took up the challenge. February 15, 1942 article, The Final Gathering, with the basis for divorce has been sort of tightened up and modified through the years. We had expectations concerning 1975. We had the elder arrangement that was introduced in 1972, and
okay, you heard it twice. That the brothers and sisters was believing that the world was going to end before Judge Rutherford died. So, who put out the information? Who's the one put out the literature and the books? It was Judge Rutherford. And Nathan Noor knew that all the brothers and sisters believed in Judge Rutherford when he said the world was going to end before his death, which he didn't ever announce it because it just came on suddenly and he died. But he kept the preaching up, and then they couldn't stop there about the war was going to end. They needed more people, so they made a scam in books and the magazines that the world was going to end in 1975. I lived through 1975. I remember things about 1975. So people, you need to wake up. This is a false prophet, false organization. You heard it twice about 1975. You heard about the brothers and sisters, about the way you want to put it. They was almost giving up because they was told that the world was going to end in Judge Ruckford's time. So, you want to believe these men that knows the truth about Judge Ruckford's lies, Charles Russell's lies, Nathan North lies, Freddie Friend's lies, that the world was going to end in those dates? Be my guest to stay in a false prophet organization that is controlled by Satan the devil. Because remember, God don't lie. Jesus don't lie. If the world was supposed to end it in these 2 dates, or 3 dates, if you want to count 1914, it would have happened. It would have happened. Armageddon, we would be in the 1,000 years reign. Thank you and have a nice day.